So how would you personally sum up your first season at the Tigers?
First season, a lot of learnings.
Hello and welcome to Win, Learn or Draw.
The Tigers don't lose.
They either win or they learn.
The Tigers!
We're in a crocodile roll for our life.
Win and learn from it.
What better person to learn from?
Oh, what are they teaching this place? Let's go!
In a week where I don't even know what to say anymore, this is Win, Learn or Draw, a West Tigers podcast, because the Tigers never lose. They either win or they learn.
Sometimes they draw.
Sometimes they draw. Not yesterday, sadly.
Almost.
Would have killed for one yesterday. They got this close to a draw yesterday. 24-22, learn to the bottom of the ladder. It's the George Illawarra Dragons. Love that.
Potentially not for long, bottom of the ladder.
Well, you know what? There's a little bit of a silver lining.
Yeah.
You know, for you Dragons fans out there and potentially just fans of rugby league at large, because by learning yesterday, we have left the door ajar for the Dragons to get off the bottom of the ladder. And for content purposes, I just think it would be a perfect scenario if the Brisbane Broncos went from winning the competition last year to getting the spoon this year. First team to do it since the mighty West Magpies in the 50s. So
I was saying to the boys yesterday, I said, you'll never guess who the last team was.
Yeah. Did
Never
they guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great stuff. The Dragons only need to win 2 games. Broncos need to learn all 3. And I think they've got a pretty difficult run home. So
Yeah.
Dragons playing good footy. Don't underestimate a Dragon.
They just knocked a team out of the top 4, and they just rolled a proud club on the weekend as well. The Broncos are on home. They've got the Raiders in Canberra. They've got the Storm, and they've got the Dogs. So, you know.
And the Dragons have the Bulldogs, so they're fighting for finals. They got Manly, they got Eels.
Yeah.
So
winnable.
Yeah.
I think they could drop a game.
The first one's probably tough, but the second 2 are easy.
Yeah. Can they drop a game on the way home?
They can drop a game, and I think maybe points
can.
difference might be a little bit.
Points difference is going to hurt them, but the Broncos might get pumped in a couple of games. So
Well, they were deplorable on the weekend against
embarrassing.
The Warriors. Yeah.
Lol.
Like literally the blight on the league this year.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Yeah. How do you run a club like that is my question.
I don't know.
Yeah.
How do you have the backing of News Limited, be a one-team town,
Yep.
and roll out this dross?
Would you say that the Broncos, like last year, had like the best and most like kind of beautiful attack? Like you watch them and they just had the best attack. They can score wherever. This year, when I'm looking at points per game, they've got the second lowest points per game of any team. And the only team that's losing to them is the Dragons.
Wow.
Couldn't score a point at the start of the year.
Yeah.
They haven't even cracked 400 points.
Nah, their attack is embarrassing. How do you support a team that attacks like that? I
have no idea.
I can't wrap
Honestly,
my head around it.
like their 5th tackle options.
Yeah.
I've never seen a worse team have 5th tackle
Oh,
options.
mate, preaching to the choir. Preaching to the choir. Now, Batty, you had a pretty, welcome to you, of course, as well.
you.
And well done to the Rabbitohs. Probably locked up a top 8 spot.
Geez, they're good.
Fantastic win.
That try down the left side, Walker kind of held the ball up, put Tallis Duncan through.
Yep.
He went down, gave it to your winger. Must have been AJ.
It was AJ, yeah.
Just that whole set was champagne rugby league.
It was great. You know how you just have one of those days where everything works out for you?
Yeah.
Like I just had one of those days where everything was happening. And it's kind of weird, but like I'm pretty superstitious. And when South were like really, really good back like 12, 13 years ago when they were like fighting for grand finals, there was like these type of like, it's very, very strange, but like I used to listen to these Irish like songs, like Dropkick Murphys and stuff to like G me up for games. And on the way to the game, one came on the radio. I'm like, fuck, this is our day today. And yeah, it was a fantastic day. But yeah, onto the Tigers. Unfortunately, I've got quite a bad stat for you. So I said the Broncos have the second worst attack. Unfortunately, the Tigers have the third. But that beats the Broncos, so that's fine.
Yep.
That's
But
not the stat that you mentioned earlier.
No.
Done without that one, to be honest.
Yeah, this is the stat I was talking about before. Now that loss has put you guys as the most points conceded per game of any team with 29.19.
After we started so well, as everyone was crapping on about how good our defence was. We were ripping in at the start of the year.
Yep.
Good news though, Tigers fans. Our run home, we've got the Roosters at Twilians, the Cowboys in Townsville, and then we've got the Panthers. So, I mean, we're only going to improve from here, you'd hope.
We've
hope.
conceded 613 thus far this season. I'd like to understand what the record is.
Yeah. You pad for me, I'll find out.
Because I have grave concerns over the next few weeks. That said, maybe we'll concede 29.1 more, but there were moments like per game, but there were moments yesterday where I think we could score over 29.
Yep.
Yesterday we scored 22 points, which is the most we scored in a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
Yeah, which is alarming because that's not that many points, really. I've got it here. You want to guess which club has conceded the most in NRL season?
In NRL era?
Yeah.
Titans.
No. Think a little closer to home.
The Wests Tigers?
The West Suburbs Magpies.
Okay.
Western Suburbs 1999 considered 944 points in 24 games, an average of 39.33 per game.
Oh, that's bad.
Moly.
Yep. Then the Raiders in 82 conceded 862 in the Winfield Cup.
Yep.
And Penrith in 2001 conceded 847. The Rabbitohs 2004 812 points. So
make sure to put that one in there. Good job.
yes, cop that, Matty.
Yeah.
And then the Magpies again in 1998 conceded 802.
So
the
98,
Magpies.
99, they conceded 1,700 points.
Yeah, they
in
were
2
just
years.
begging to be merged, weren't they, at that point?
Merge us, please.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look at a little bit of the positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ready?
Yep.
Rolled up.
Yeah.
Our One World Courier delivery of the week this week. Well, our One World Courier deliveries of the week go to Solomone Saukuru.
Well done.
on a outstanding debut and a double on debut.
Yep.
Which I know you and I spoke in the Orange Room. We both had that feeling in our loins that he was going to do it.
Well, I put my money where my mouth was, literally, to have him to score 2 or more at $10. Thanks for
Yeah.
coming. So thank you to Saukuru for bringing that New South Wales Cup form into the NRL. And it probably just goes to show the strength, I think, of, we've got a lot of talented young players. There's been some that have probably been rushed in ahead of others. I feel like he's someone who's benefited from, getting his tail up, honing his craft, just dominating in reserve grade for a big chunk of the season.
Yes.
Coming into the top grade now. And he looked like a handful. And you know what? They came for him, Matty Fainu and stuff. They were all over him. They hit him pretty hard and they targeted him like a lot of our young outside backs have been targeted this year. But tell you what, exciting signs. Crossed twice, nearly scored the first try of the game as well. A little kick went in from Appy. Was this close to maybe scoring another one. So he is an exciting prospect. Loved what I saw from Saukuru. And, he's been through it a little bit this year. He, turned up a little bit unfit from all reports at training earlier in the year. And friend of the show, Steve Russo, asked Benji about it in the press conference after the game. He goes, yeah, he did. But he went away and he worked on stuff, got himself in nick. He's been rewarded for it. So couldn't be happier with how this has panned out. And I thought he had an outstanding debut. One of our best debutants of the season, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's a perfect example to your point of biding your time in Cup. He did 24 hard, 24 weeks in New South Wales Cup before he earned his
cute.
right. Like Benji said, he doesn't just hand out jerseys. You've got to earn them. And he absolutely earned it this year. So congrats to Saukuru and the One World Courier delivery of the week. I'm sure that's his highlight of the week.
Well, you know what? Benji raised a good point because we don't just hand out the One World Courier delivery of the week. You got to earn it. So he's gone away. You've done the work and you've been rewarded for it. Worthy recipient of the One World Courier delivery of the week.
Come collect your prize. Will be available all through the week, mate. We've got a One World Courier hat ready and waiting for you
With your name on it.
I like that he's like 22 because when I first saw him and I just because I didn't pay attention that closely to people in New South Wales Cups. I just assumed he was this young teenager. When I heard he was 22, I think he's 22 or even 23 maybe, and leading the comp in New South Wales Cup.
Yep.
You're just like, okay, this guy's really bided his time. This guy. So I was really happy to see him go well because I was a bit when Team List came out and I saw they were just debuting this other young gun. I actually got a bit worried. I was like, oh god, like, are they bringing this guy in too early? Like, the way the Tigers are going at the moment, are they getting desperate? So to see him score a double was pretty cool.
Yeah, I believe he's talking to Joel Kane. I think he was saying that his dad, Joey Saukuru, possibly, might have that wrong, but his nickname was the Fridge. Apparently, so he's pushing for Solomone Saukuru's nickname to be the Esky, which I don't mind as well.
Well,
so
consider it done on the
like a
Win,
pretty
Learn or
cool
Draw
customer on the weekend. So keep it up.
Yeah, he's a perfect example, Matty, of really biding his time in Cup. And we've been calling for his call up to grade for a while, and I think there were some weight issues there at a point. So it sounds like he sorted all that out, and I think they're in contract renewal discussions with him now. So.
Sorry, he's 20. He's 21. He's almost 22. But yeah, he's like, he's not totally green.
No,
which is good.
Definitely. No.
He is also eligible for Fiji in the World Cup. So watch that space.
Looks like he's played a couple games for Fiji.
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
Try game.
There you go.
How good.
It's basically his record in cup as well.
Get him in.
We love him. The Esky. Tackle 1 in the set of 6. We'll do a quick review of the game. Now, I watched down in my hometown of Ulladulla with my mates, my father and brother, who are staunch Dragons fans.
Were they getting India?
As you found, mate, I had a terrible time. I had a terrible time. My brother,
When he gets his tail up, your brother, and
when
there's
he
a bit
gets his tail up, he does not stop talking, and 75% of what he says is false. He just makes up stats about the Dragons. So he was on my left, my dad was on my right.
Yep.
And they're going, oh, how good is he? Like talking about like Pacifica Tonga and, just players that like Dylan Egan to take a hit up and they go, oh, how good was that? And I'd be like, oh my God, kill me now. And then I had a few mates there as well and they were kind of going, some of them like semi-league fans, semi-AFL fans. They're like,
Semi-Radradra.
Semi-Radradra fans.
Yeah.
They were just kind of like, is this the quality of the game at the moment? This is quality of the NRL? And I said, no. This is like New South Wales Cup.
Yeah. Bit harsh on.
Yeah, harsh on Cup. So it was a bit of a frustrating experience. You would have watched it in Fox Studios?
Yeah, first half at home, second half at the studios there. Yeah, got my hopes up for a bit there towards the end. Came home with a bit of a wet sail, but geez, some of the tries let in pretty soft, weren't they, really, on the whole?
Very soft, mate.
Yeah.
Very soft. Dragons are running hard. They're playing good footy. Like I said, don't underestimate kind of where they're at. I thought we had some real glimpses of brilliance. Probably some of the best shape we've had in a few weeks. I think Jareem Buller played his best game in a long time. He looked dangerous at times. He set up a try as well.
Yep.
Saukuru, as we spoke about, I thought Alex Seyfarth was sensational.
Chugga. Almost like he's playing for a contract. His last 2 months have been pretty good, really.
Seriously.
Probably his best.
Well, he's gone back to being that impact forward that he was at the start of the year, which is obviously his best role.
Yes, agreed.
He was sensational. He obviously hit a gap off a Dewey short ball, set up a try. I think every hit up he did with intent.
Yeah.
Tackled well.
Am I crazy? He's looking a little bit bigger as well.
Yeah.
Or is that just, I don't know, maybe I just love, maybe I'm just drawn to him a little bit more because he's such a favourite on this show.
I think you've magnified your eyesight.
I think I
on him.
probably have. But he just he definitely looks more threatening and like he's running with a bit more.
Yes.
It's not unusual to see a couple more defenders go to him or whatever. He's definitely playing some good footy. So
He tries the hardest in the team.
Yep.
There is no denying that. He gives 110% every single week, sometimes so much so that he slips up with his hand and collects someone in the jaw.
yeah.
But
There's been less of that though this year.
less of that, 100%.
He used to be in the sin bin so often. Sin bin say barge. Just
Yes.
Constantly in there.
That's
But
right.
it hasn't been as much of that lately, which has been good. I thought he was good as well.
100 gamer. He's a 100 gamer. You got to remember that.
Yes.
And he's only getting better
Centurion.
each game. I thought Heath Mason was good too.
When he came on, I was like, what are we doing here? Surprised me a bit. Javon Andrews was added to the bench when we missed Twile, by the way.
Oh yeah, goodness.
Massively.
Yeah.
He was ruled out. Javon Andrews played cup and then was called onto the bench as well. And I thought when we brought another person on through the middle there, like a ball player, I thought maybe it'd be Javon because so many try assists. I think he's got the most try assists
Yeah,
in
he
cup
does.
or
Yep.
something like that.
Yep.
I thought, here we go. But Mason came out. I got to say, when he touched the ball, things started happening around him because he's been in good form down there as well.
He has.
Unfortunately, whenever we've caught him up, he keeps getting played out of position at fullback and he gets targeted a little bit.
Yep.
But in this little role, it was actually pretty handy. And there was a couple of line breaks that came off the back of him. And, probably one of his best sort of
Stints.
performances
Yeah, yeah.
I think I've seen for the Tigers.
He only played 10 minutes, which seems short, but he's quite short too. There was something there. There was a joke there. I think he was playing that Latu Fainu role, right? Like coming on and playing a bit of lock. He was taking a lot of hit-ups, a little bit of ball playing in the middle there. But, yeah, I would have liked to seen a little bit more of him. in
Where
that
is
role.
Latu at the moment?
He's back this week
Okay.
against the Roosters.
Well, he teared him up last year,
Didn't
he?
he?
So look out, Roosters fans.
Yeah, 100%. He'll be a welcome addition back into the team.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, I thought overall the game largely frustrating, but not as frustrating as the previous 8 weeks, I would say.
Yeah, which just goes to show how frustrating it's been. Yeah,
As you could say.
especially blowing that lead against the bye.
Oh, I can't believe that.
Yeah,
I can't believe, that should have been the one where we won.
yeah, the one that got away.
Kind of broke that streak of
Unfortunately.
lessons.
Just played out of his skin that day. And we
That's
went out.
right. He did. How'd they go on the weekend? Because I knew
I'll
and
look for you.
was ruled out.
Yeah. Yeah, but they were able to bring in,
Oh, yes.
so, like for like.
That's
and,
right. And he's represented at a really high level.
Certainly has. And coach was really complimentary of him in the post game. So, they're flying at the moment to buy.
Oh, that's
Get around
good
him.
stuff.
Oh, big loss this week. 22-0 to the Storm.
Oh, jeez. You could just tell.
One
they
was coming.
They poured it all out on the field against
Yeah.
us.
That was their grand final.
That was their grand final.
Oh, they had a debutant. It was
Oh, I've heard a lot about. There's big raps on him. So, future's bright.
Great stuff. Next week, lineup for tackle 2.
Yeah.
Now look, let me just preface by saying this. I really like the guy.
Uh-oh.
I think he has been, in waves, a good addition to the Wests Tigers Rugby League Football Club. I think his appointment as captain and as our leading half was one of the best kind of attitude shifters we've done in a long, long time. Talking about Jerome Luai,
Yeah.
if you didn't get that. Yeah. I don't think he can play for the rest of the year. I just don't understand how he can get picked after the performances. And no offense to you, Jerome, but you're not here next year. You're obviously, your head's elsewhere. You can just tell. Some of the options on 50, I've never played rugby league football, but gee whiz. I know that you should probably kick it.
I've watched enough and yelled at the TV enough to know what I want to see on the 5th tackle. Just get it up in the air.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tavana came on for a bit,
Yep.
in place of Taruva. You got security. Just shift it wide if there's nothing else on. Some of that dancing around and chucking the ball to like a Sione Fainu on the last is just inexcusable. And I genuinely believe we've got this crop of halves coming through that need a little bit of footy under their belt in the top grade. Now I know obviously we have a very tough run home.
That's the only sort of watch for me, I reckon, is that it's just like, well, I'm probably with you. I'd love to get them a little bit of experience before the end of the year. Maybe those are some of the guys that we maybe have them on the bench, get them out there for a little bit of a stint or whatever. Because is it beneficial or is it detrimental to have them out there against the top of the ladder chooks who are humming? The Cowboys up in town. Well, Cowboys in Townsville.
Susceptible.
I would say
They've fallen off a little
in
bit.
a way a bit of a winnable game. You never know what you're going to get from them, and we've pushed it. We've smashed them earlier in the year, and we've pushed them up there many times in the past when we haven't been playing our best. And the last game against the Panthers, every chance they rest a lot of players in that game. Well, maybe not, because it is getting a little bit tight there for
As long as they got top 2 locked in, right?
Yeah.
They don't care about the money.
if they're playing for second and third, like they're probably going to roll their best team out because you don't really want to play your first final in New Zealand.
Far from it.
So look, anyway, the point is like there's a couple of tough games. Probably not this weekend, but
they're both ready and available. I mean, like, as long as Benji positions it like, you don't want to get beaten by 50, you don't want to get steamrolled, but if you're like, boys, if you go out there and start forming some combinations, and this is a bit of a trial run, Roosters arguably the form team in the comp at the moment.
they're the best team right now.
Yeah.
Teddy back in probably this week.
Teddy back in probably, which is just music to our ears. You can't delay it any further. You may as well give him 3 games. Do you know what I mean? In saying that, I don't think Dewey's going to give up the 7.
What gives you that impression?
I just got a feeling he doesn't like playing lock.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, I got this weird feeling.
Play prop though.
He'll play prop for Benji, just not lock. The good news though, and we might touch on this a little bit more detail later, but you messaged me, Macassini is Baccassini.
Yeah. Well, he is.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 tries in New South Wales Cup on the week.
Cop that.
And this is the exact Solomone Saukuru experiment where you go back, smash some nerds in New South Wales Cup,
Yep.
come back into grade with a bit of confidence and a bit of wind in your sails,
Yeah.
and then play some good footy. He's done the reverse, where he's been battered all year in grade, and now he's gone down the cup and been like, right, my time to shine here.
1-800 reverse, the change you've been looking for. And he's done a great job. Yeah,
throwback.
we did. I think we scored 5 tries, didn't we, in Cup,
Yes.
which we'll get to later.
Yep.
Skelton got 1, Makasini got the other 4. That's what we like to see. I just wonder, Taruva, there was a bit of is he injured, is he not injured on the weekend with the knee? Benji said he seemed to be okay. Yeah, I wonder whether it's maybe just leave Makasini down there for another couple of games and just do what you said, smash some nerds for a bit, and then come back in with his tail up.
You reckon? Leave him there for the rest of the year.
Well, he's done it for 1 game. Give me 2 or 3 more of those, I reckon. What do you think? Because otherwise he's going to come back in this week against the Roosters, who are humming. It'll be the same thing that sort of had been happening, probably. I reckon it's worth him just probably... He'd be up and about right now, but you want to see him do it a couple of weeks in a row, I reckon, to make it stick.
Well, my only thought is around. So I think Junji Tupou's been amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's been one of our better outside backs all year in the past few weeks. Really tough carries, got a bit of pace, good in the air. I think he's been really good. I think he deserves selection. Paddy Herbert, I got a bit of a question mark over. I think he plays really hard, tries really hard, but makes some silly decisions every now and then.
Yeah.
Um,
Herbie fully loaded.
Herbie fully loaded. Yeah, Makasini could definitely do with a few more weeks in Cup, to be honest, to get him ready for next year, maybe.
Yeah.
Could I suggest something possibly a little crazy? Because you always want to prioritise first grade, obviously.
Yep.
But the Magpies in New South Wales Cup are sitting in 9th. They have a better for and against the team coming 8th, which is South. So,
Top 05 though, Matty.
Oh, it's a top 05 New South Wales Cup.
Yeah.
Disregard everything I was going to say. I was going to say, like, it could be good to, like,
Try and make the finals.
Try and make the finals and just, with there's a bit of pressure, but down there as well.
Yeah, we basically threw it away on the weekend.
Gotcha. Top 05. That wasn't the case when I worked there. So that's changed in the last 6 years.
Yeah, well, they listened to this podcast and was like, that's a good idea. Top 05. Yeah.
We've got to steal that Lockie Pring stinger as well.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and Magpies have been good in glimpses this year, and Tigers don't have a lot to play. But you remember, cast your mind back to 2013 when Luke Brooks got handed his debut and Benji went out to centre. Like, we may as well try some things towards the back end of the year. And yes, we are up against some juggernauts on the way, but if you play 3 games and try some combinations over 3 games, like, we got nothing to lose. And we're still in the spoon equation, unfortunately, but...
Yeah, I don't love that.
Yeah. That's tackle 4. Wait.
Stop jumping ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Tackle 3, moving on to a bit of recruitment conversation. So, as I do when I'm down home at my mum and dad's, they get the paper delivered every day. I don't know if you guys are fond of the paper, but it's still really nice to sit there with a cup of tea and a digestive and flick through.
Digestive, nice.
It's maybe 2.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 digest. Depends how I'm feeling.
75 hard, sorry.
They did 2 things they did was looked at recruitment of every team.
Yep.
The first thing they did was see which merged club is faring better when compared to the Dragons and the Tigers.
Oh,
I won't
boy.
go into the detail there.
Geez, I wonder who's recruiting better.
So the 2 big ones they've spoken about, the Tigers need to retain. So this is all about, retaining players, not recruiting. Latu Fainu and Samuela Fainu.
Yep.
So there's been murmurs that Samuela's asking for 1.2 million.
Oh.
That number's going up every week.
Well, there's that vision of Carianis saying, Fainu asked for 1.2 million, and they're like, it's left Mick speechless for the first time. I think Code Sports published it.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then who are the other 2 journos there? They were saying, yeah.
Ricky O was there?
Yeah, Ricky O was the one saying, yes,
Yeah.
it's 1.2, mate. And yes, that's where it's at.
Far out.
And then Matty G commented and said, that's 6% of a $20 million salary cap. I think he's worth that. A bit of debate going on around that. One comment I did notice is that Samuela Fainu himself put a picture of a cap or a hat on there.
Oh.
As in, like, that's cap.
That's cap.
Yeah.
Or she wants 1.3.
To our older listeners, that means you're lying.
Yeah.
Or does it mean salary cap?
Salary cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I want more.
Like, that's correct.
1.2's hefty, but Matty G's got a point.
Matty G raises a good point,
Yeah.
which I hadn't thought of it like that, because initially I was like, too much. Probably still leaning that way a little bit, but when you put it in perspective of 6% of it, he would be our most dangerous player, most sought after. Other clubs, probably got to pay a little bit more to keep him as well.
Yeah, but there's paying to keep him and there's holding a club hostage.
There is. But as it's only 6% of it, I'm like, I'm more comfortable with that than like.
Well, 6% if it goes to 20.
Yeah.
So it's going to go to 15 first. 20 will come down the track. So
Yeah, if it's 15, it's like 8% of it or something like that. On that second grade. But
it's
pretty good.
It all depends on the cap. Like I guess you guys would feel more comfortable if it was a number and then it was like ratcheted a percentage. Like
Hey, what's ratcheted mean? I heard them saying ratchet on there.
it means like I don't know what the definition of the word ratchet means, but a ratchet clause basically means if you earn, let's say you earn $1 million in a $10 million salary cap. I know that's not it, but like just for math's sake, that's 10% of the cap. Then the cap goes up to 15 mil. Then you go to 1.5.
So your percentage.
It's a percentage,
based.
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think Latu Fainu is given the keys next year alongside probably Dewey, and Javon does another year in Cup. I think that's what happens. So I think they say, you've bided your time. Thank you for your service. Here are the keys. Here's your new contract.
Yeah.
And they go all in. Chips all in on Latu.
Yeah.
And that ultimately means that Samuela stays as well because Sioni's contracted there. So I think they both stay, and that's the verdict that the Telegraph's given as well.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Yeah.
Hyenas?
I think probably the time would be right. Latu, again, another season a little bit interrupted with injuries and stuff like that, which is interesting. Javon Andrews been flying down there. I do worry, no perfect way to fit them both in, but if we don't give him a run sooner than later, someone else will take him, and he'll probably go really well elsewhere because he's killing it down there. He's been probably the most dangerous ball player in Cup this year.
He's 20 though, isn't he? 19, 20?
Yeah, 20, I think.
I'm just sorry, just to go back, I've just done some maths. 8% of the current cap is 960,000. I think I'm willing to pay Samuela that.
Yeah.
Well, are you like if
He
the
was
cap,
so good
if the
yesterday
cap
again.
didn't change, would you pay him 950
Yeah.
on potential?
100%.
Yeah.
Well, maybe 1.2 is all right.
Yeah, it's not that crazy, is it? And then like, I see people saying like, Hudson Young's the same, go out and get him. It's like, they're, in my opinion, my very, very biased opinion, kind of cut from the same cloth in that they're quality back rowers, like tier one back rowers. We were talking about Fainu getting in the Origin squad, probably not in the team because there are some elite back rowers in that rep kind of field, but his potential is sky high.
It's big. I've probably got Hudson Young as the best back row in the game at the moment. So I'd probably have him
Yeah, I agree with
little
that.
bit ahead.
But
Just got so many weapons, can do everything.
But I guess Hudson's got what, 7 years on him?
Yes, he does. Yep.
7.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing.
6, 7.
Yeah. 6, 7. Yes.
Yeah. But look, it'll be good to keep both of them. So I'm happy with that. Looking at some other names on the list here, they've got some other players I think will stay or go as well. I can see Ethan Roberts stay. He's shown some good signs. He's shown Oguru is very hot on.
I'd like to keep him.
Yeah, I think the best is yet to come from him. Fanua Pole go. They've got interesting.
That is interesting. He's been playing some pretty good footy.
Yeah, he has.
Very inconsistent.
Started well,
Yeah.
dropped off a bit quiet in the middle of the year, come back all right in the last little bit.
Yep.
Jock Madden go. Well, there's probably too many halves.
Bit of a logjam in the halves.
Really aren't there? Junior Tupou stay. Paddy Herbert go.
I don't think Paddy Herbert's here next year.
Yeah.
I think he's a bit of a stopgap. I don't think he's quite reached the heights that Benji was probably hoping. He's had some good moments.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but
He's got some good biceps.
He does.
he's a
jacked.
good looking rooster.
Very good looking rooster.
Good looking tiger, sorry.
Yeah. Good looking tiger. And Royce Hunt go.
Royce goes as well.
There's been a bit of chat about that, even though he's our close personal friend who we interviewed at Campbelltown.
That's right.
Kurt Mann's the other one that's come up.
Yeah, so Kurt Mann has been spoken about, and when there's smoke, there's fire. I dare say he does sign with the club because the same thing happened with Jaden Brayley. My read on this is that they've got a clear goal that they want to get some experience in and around that forward pack.
Yep.
Both him and Brayley play a similar role. I guess Brayley's far more hooker focused, but Kurt Mann's very versatile. Probably in his latter stages of his career, he's a bit more of a forward. He used to kind of play in the centres and whatnot. But I think he plays that kind of bench role and just plays a more senior leader around the camp.
Queensland Origin player.
Yeah.
Handy player. Yeah, I mean,
I'd say we get him for bickies. I
Yeah.
can't imagine he'd be asking much.
yeah, I think, well, if that's the case, probably a good get, to be honest. He's played some good footy. Yeah, last couple of years, or last year in particular, very good at the Dogs. So interesting to see what happens there.
Kurt Mann?
I love it, to be honest. I know he's going to be 34 when the season kicks off next year. Like he turns 34 on the 1st of March. But if you get 1 or 2 years out of him, which you will, I reckon it's a really good signing for you guys.
Yeah, I do too. I think him and Brayley really provide a bit of stability in and around, a bit of depth, a bit of leadership. I think we're lacking a little bit of leadership at the moment. Like our captain walked out mid-season, signed a huge contract. He's now, contract's been cut short. Appy's obviously getting a bit long in the tooth, but he's still a phenomenal leader. Like I said, we've spoken about this on this podcast a fair few times, but Alex Twile could use a couple of guys like that in and around him to just kind of lift him up and get him to the next level.
Agree.
So, yeah, interesting to see what happens from November 1
Yep.
onwards. But
Watch this space.
certainly. Tackle 4, are we still a mathematical chance of winning the spoon? Unfortunately, yes. We are 14th. Broncos, Titans and Dragons all in the hunt for the spoon. Now, since we started, since we looked at this and said we got 10 games to go, we need to win 6, 7 of them. And Matty said, I think if you don't win 6, 7 of these, you don't deserve to be in the 8. We were like, yeah, that's fair enough. Maybe, even if we win 4 or 5, we'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
We have learned every single game
Yep.
since we sat there and looked at that.
Yep.
The ladder predictor. So
Including that heartbreaker against the bye, which we covered off on last week.
that's right. So, I mean, if a good way to indicate what people are thinking and where people's heads are at is to look at the odds here. And St. George is still $1.10 to win it. So very, very short price.
Winks
favourites.
like.
Winks at its peak. Brisbane Broncos 10-1. Gold Coast and the Wests Tigers $46 a piece.
Yes.
So according to this, it's a 2-horse race between the Dragons and the Broncos.
Yep.
Now,
Emphasis on horse. Hopefully the Broncos get it.
that'd be great, wouldn't it?
So funny. I wonder if they go back to the old logo if they win this year.
Did they have this logo last year?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They changed it as soon as they won. Everyone's like, what are you doing?
That's a curse.
Yeah.
That's a curse.
AI
Big
slop
time.
logo.
AI slot.
That's what you get.
You know what? Did you say Titans are 46?
Yeah.
Sharks, Rabbits, Dolphins they got. Like,
They'll lose all of them by a lot.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, albeit they're all home games.
Yeah.
But
How embarrassing would that be to lose all the last 3 by a lot?
Yeah, 613 points against, weren't there?
they're-
Yeah, okay.
Here's the issue. We're minus 213. Dragons minus 263. But if they win all their games, they're going to chip that down a little bit. If we were to learn our games, and there's the Roosters and a couple of others there, that would probably blow it out a little bit. The Titans, you mentioned, they're 154. So they are 60 points better than ours. And then you got the Broncos there as well. They're about 15 points better than our for and against. So, yeah, the for and against is a little bit of a concern for us. Broncos are on home. They've got, as I mentioned before, the Raiders in Canberra. They got the Storm, and then they got the Dogs at a core stadium.
they're not getting close to any of those.
Hope so. Hope you're right. I do feel like the Storm and the Dogs are a bit more gettable than, Panthers and Roosters and stuff like that.
So there's a good chance that the Tigers, Titans, and Broncos all learn their last 3 games. Very good chance. And then Dragons only have to win 2 of the last 3, but that's long odds as well. So interesting. Maybe we should hedge and put a little bit of have a little flutter on the Tigers to win the spoon.
No,
If
I'm
they
not
win,
doing that.
We'll
No.
have a party.
No.
I'll do it for you.
I can't do it. Yeah. All right. Well, Dragons. Good luck to them. Doggies, Manly, and the Eels, which, as we discussed, probably all not out of the extreme realms of, I think they can win those games. So
Totally.
we will see. Very nervous stuff. Hopefully, it would be lovely to go back to back top 16 finishes.
Oh,
But
imagine the shirt sales.
yeah. Well, yes, we have discussed some back-to-back merch. So
I'm in. You know what else is in development? 2027 Premiers tees. They'll be going on sale at the end.
7 minus 2, 05.
That'll be on there too.
I said that I brought that one out on the Matty John show last night. I got some pretty blank sort of looks.
That's highbrow math.
They're like, "What are you talking about?" But I stand by it. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Speaking of Go Tigers, you
Yep.
want to talk about some wins? NRLW,
Oh yes.
vast, like the most improved outfit in all of rugby league, I would say. They
In
are
Sander
now-
Cock we trust.
Definitely. He has turned his ship around. I think the signing of Racine McGregor has also helped, amongst some other signings as well. Faith Manera off the bench scores another match winner
Got to have faith.
She's on fire, mate. Tries to Caitlin Turnbull, 2 to Lily Rogan, Namoy Gisa.
Joe's daughter.
Joe's daughter. And Faith Manera. Got to have faith. They are now 4th, the NRLW team.
How good.
The Tigers. Won 5 games this year. Remember the last 2 seasons? I think they won 3 total.
Yeah.
They've won 5 in 7 games.
05.
5-2 after 7 games. Does that sound familiar? Do you know who else was 5-2 after 7 games?
Oh, God, don't say it. No need for that.
We got the Knights this Saturday at 12:45 p.m. Just good stuff. A lot of positivity around the women's side at the moment. And saw a post in Wests Tigers Will Never Die saying, you know, if you want to blame injuries for the men's team, the women's just got it done without Kezi and a bunch of other names as well.
Yep.
So it's just a really good story.
Absolutely. So got 1, 2, 3, 4 games left in the regular season, and then hopefully there's a little bit of action in the finals as well.
Finals footy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great?
I got a game here I can see at Leichhardt, 5:40 p.m. on the 11th of September, Friday.
Daddy will be in Melbourne.
Ah, you will.
Yeah, for the NFL.
Get me a ticket.
Yeah, go. You should go. Oh, you want to go there? Okay, yeah, sure. Let me see what I can
Get me a
do.
ticket to either, to be honest. And I will attend it.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, thank you.
New South Wales Cup, we learned 36-24. Season over, but the highlight, silver lining, Macassini, double hat-trick.
Yep.
4 tries. Skelton won. Next up, we got the Roosters at Wenny Park this Sunday at 2:45.
How are they going in Cup?
Roosters, they're there or thereabouts,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I feel like
They're
they would be
6th.
going good because they've had quite a few guys come into their team and not really miss a beat.
They're sitting 6.
6th.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So just behind the Warriors in 5th. And the 5'8" this week was named as Josh Schuster. So
Saw that.
their goal was to get him ready to play next year, Cup next year. And apparently he's improved so much and impressed so much that he was named this week and then had an injury mishap in training. Got hit in the throat and couldn't play. So he had the opportunity to play Cup this week and didn't due to an injury, unfortunately. But
Matt Throat.
Matt Throat, an ode to Matt Grote, obviously, there.
Yep.
Thanks, Hammy. Jersey Flegg won 42-36. Tries to a bunch of players, but Glassy got a try.
Thank you.
Real glass act. And Kit
Glass
Laulili.
half full.
A glass half full kind of look at the Flegg season. Kit Laulili debuted in first grade in 2023 and he's still playing Jersey Flegg.
And he's off to the Bears next year.
Is he off to the Bears with
I think
Luke?
so. I think both are going,
Okay.
allegedly.
There you go. We'll move on then.
Do your own research. But good on him.
We're in the top 05 in Jersey Flegg. Same final system as Cup. 2 points clear of the Rabbitohs.
Jeez, what a
in
rabble.
6. Sucked in, Matty. Next up, we have the Roosters, who are 10th at Wenny Park. So double header at Wenny Park this Sunday.
Yep. And then a big 4-point game against the Rabbitohs. So
4-point game. That could be for the spot in the
in the
finals.
top 05.
That's right.
Geez, might have to where that's on. That could be worth attending if we're going to make a charge at the top 05.
Well, that's a good one. That could be our win, learn, or die staff party.
I think we can do better than that. Maybe we can go to that as well.
It's at Lidcombe Oval.
Oh, yeah.
Great footy ground. Great footy ground. And right next to the train station.
Reasonably priced hats as well, if memory serves.
No, they can't claim that. I can tell you that. Tackle 6. Now, have you ever heard of the experiment of Schrodinger's cat?
No.
Not personally, no.
Schrodinger's cat. Basically, Schrodinger was a scientist and he said, if you put a cat in a box and you don't open the box, you can't hear the cat. The cat can be alive and dead at the same time because you don't know, right? So that his theory was if the box is shut
Yeah.
and you don't know, you cannot possibly know if that cat is alive or dead until you open the box. So my mate Andrew had a theory. He said, what about if you don't watch the finals? How do you know if the Tigers are playing or not? So he said, if you tune out from now, don't watch any rugby league at all, which is probably pretty hard for your job, Hammy. And then the season ends and you kind of never look back at the records. How do you know if the Tigers didn't win the comp or not? Do you think it's a sound theory?
I don't know if I'd say sound. But these are the options you have to consider when your team's staring down the barrel of another potentially not top 16 finish. So let's see how the Dragons go in the next week or two, and if the Tigers really.
Well, I'm not going to see. I'm going to Schrodinger the rest of the season and just pretend. Because I'm drawing a little bit of inspiration here from West Tigers faithful. Those boys talking about reality transurfing, where you can't manifest something unless you truly believe it. They're also saying the more you want something, the less likely it is to happen.
Yep.
So he's saying, this is his whole back the bunge theory, is just like, if I care less about the Tigers, there is a chance that they'll do better.
Yeah.
So they're kind of going down that avenue, where I'm saying, all right, I'm going to go down Schrodinger and just have this theory. I don't know whether they made
Sensory
the finals.
deprivation sort of areas. Yeah.
These are the extreme theories we need to get to.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
It really does.
My Instagram algorithm at the moment is a lot of these weird paradoxes that have been explained, like millions and millions and millions. It's all I can see right now, and half of them are absolute jokes.
Yep.
That probably ranges somewhere in the middle, like a Tigers finals paradox. It's not like it's not horrible. It's probably not great though.
I just saw tackle 6 had nothing in it this morning. And I thought,
Thank you for taking the tough carry there. It's given us a lot to think about.
yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a couple of minutes to think about it as we go into an ad break.
Perfect.
And when we get back, if you have any more to add to that theory, let me know. Otherwise, we can move straight into the top 05.
It'll be top 05 box-related theories coming up after the break.
All right, time for the top 05. So I'm going to do it this week. Is that all right with you? You can
More than happy for you
you
to do that.
can shut the laptop if you want.
Love to. You know what I've decided or worked out? Just looking back at some clips that we've had on socials and some other clips on other shows, I'm always just sitting there with a laptop like this. And Footy Fan League is a show we did many years ago at Sportsbet, which is firstly a different code and B, doesn't exist anymore. So I really need to sort this out. I reckon we need to get some Win Learn or Draw stickers. Because A, the branding looks
That's
great.
a great idea.
And B, it's just, I've got it everywhere pretty much on so many different things. It'd just be a bit of free branding.
Yeah, that's
So,
right. Do you reckon just the logo? Like as the sticker? Or
Yeah, I
do you
reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon it looks good. I know
It's a
just-
good logo.
It's basically just words, but fuck, I don't know.
That's the beauty of it.
It is.
And no AI slop, you can tell, because it's just Rockwell font in Tigers
Don't give away
colours.
all our secrets.
No, I did have a friend of the show, Mush, ask about. He said, "What's on Hammy's laptop?" I said,
Yeah.
I could not tell you.
Nah, it's weird.
Yep.
How quick would it be to... Because we've had some stuff printed. Oh, this is probably an off-air conversation.
Answer is very quickly.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
If we
Very
can get
quickly.
one done
Stickers.
this week, I'll have
We can
it.
get one done
I'll
this
have it
week.
by the end of the
We'll
week.
get it done this week.
Yeah.
All right,
Awesome.
time for the top 05. Now, had a long drive back from Ulladulla last night, about 3 hours in the car. My beautiful little girl fell asleep. I had a fantasy Premier League draft that I didn't realise was on while I was doing it, so my wife was drafting for me.
How'd she go?
Yeah, good. She's got a little bit of football knowledge, so Declan
Top
Rice.
gaff.
Top gaff. Yeah, she loves it. She's the gaffer, mate. She's the gaffer. So we had a little bit of downtime towards the end of the trip, and I thought, this clearly has to be a Solomone Saukuru inspired top
Yep.
5 after yesterday.
Great inspiration.
Now, we've already done top 05 debuts in the past. So I thought, what else comes to mind when you think of Solomone Saukuru?
Eskies.
Top 05 Eskies.
Fat
could've
loss.
been good.
Boot camp.
Fat loss,
sort of
yep.
Scenarios.
Body changes, yep.
Yep.
Well, I thought top 05 alliterative names. People that have the same initial for the first name and the last name.
Well played.
So I'm going to run through you top 05 and give a few on men's at the end.
All from the Tigers.
All strictly Tigers players.
Lovely.
Perhaps
it.
played with other clubs. In fact, all of them did.
Love it.
Number 1, we got Matt McKilrick. MM.
Nice.
Yep. So signed a
Eminem.
1-year deal, and he won the starting hooker role following Robbie Farah's initial exit. So he was kind of like surprised. Kind of came in as a depth signing, and then Farah went to Souths.
Yes.
Unceremoniously, famously. Matt McKilrick hung in and around our uni kind of days. He's a Raiders player, probably about the same age as us. He played every match in 2017, bar the final round, and he finished second for most tackles that season.
Nice.
Good on him.
Matt McKilrick.
He had a contract extension through to the end of 2019, but then famously was swapped back to South Sydney for Farah to come back to the West Tigers. So he said he played 27 games for the Tigers, and he finishes number one in the top 05.
Huge honour for him and his family, I'm sure.
Kiwi boy too.
Meet McKilrick. They call him over
Meaty. Number 2, Kitione Kautonga.
Ah,
KK.
yes.
Oh, nice.
The powerful Fijian forward spent a minimal amount of time in senior first grade. He's number 261. Do you know how many games he played for the Tigers in top grade?
I'd like to say less than 10.
I'm going to say 1.
1 is correct.
Wow.
He made his solo NRL debut off the bench against the Dragons in round 24
Oh, wow.
in 2022. Wow, what a coincidence.
Yeah.
Didn't even realize that until I just read it. He played a lot of lower grade, a lot of Magpies, and he played for Fiji.
Yep.
Off the back of that as well. Another Tigers Fiji link. He then went to the Bulldogs and now obviously famously plays for Parramatta.
Yeah.
And he's doing good.
Doing some good
work.
stuff at Parramatta, yeah.
Yep. So Kitione Kautonga, KK. So KK thus far.
Nice.
Number 3, recent departee from the club, Luke Laulili.
Yeah, okay.
I quite liked Luke's time at the club, to be honest. He had some glimpses, very young still, very young. Debuted in 2004. A week
2024.
Yeah.
Might have been born in 2004.
In fact, he wasn't. He was only 18 in 2024. A week after turning 18, was in a training trial with his brother Kit. They were both elevated to the senior squad. Scored 10 tries in 17 games.
Yeah.
Pretty good strike rate.
Yep.
Pretty good strike rate. Scored some good tries. And obviously granted an immediate release this season to play for the Warriors.
Which is strange timing because we could have used him, to be honest, for a fair bit of the year.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Junior Topo was obviously more wanted
Yeah.
at the time. That's why they've given him a run. And I think he's played, like I said earlier, I think
He's doing
played
pretty good.
footy. Luke's not getting a run at the Warriors either. So
No. He's off to Perth, though, so he'll get a start there.
yeah, I think he will.
Yeah.
Plenty of players that get a start at this point in time. Yes, he will be permanently joining the Perth Bears. So MMKKLL, all kind of middle of the alphabet at the moment.
Yeah. Great to see some representation from either end of the alphabet here. Guess we've still got 2 to go, so...
Well, we're actually going deep into the alphabet.
Oh,
now,
okay.
Further down the other end. Robbie Rocco.
Oh, nice. Former
Yeah.
Knights legend.
That's right. He joined on a 2-year deal ahead of the 2018 season. Across, he had a big, long career up until that point, especially at the Knights. He was heavily featured under Ivan Cleary, playing 12 games in his first season. Cleary is a big fan of him. He stood, I don't know if you remember this, but one of his most memorable moments, do you remember that patch of form we had at the start of 2018 where we had the hardest draw? This is fact. Hardest draw in NRL history in the first 6 weeks. We had Melbourne twice.
Yep, beat him twice as well.
Beat them twice.
And still missed finals.
We had the Broncos, maybe Raiders down there or something like that. The Broncos, we learned that day 9-7.
Yeah.
So it was 7-all in extra time. And Robbie Rocco was pinged for not being square at marker. And the then NRL referee's boss came out. I can't remember. It wasn't Annesley. It was someone else. Came out and said, no, that was an incorrect call.
Yeah.
So we got gypped.
Love those ones.
Yeah. So the history of the Tigers, right?
Yeah.
And then 2019, he kind of fell out of form and fell into the Magpies' lap and hung up the boots at the end of 2019. But a very short tenure, but memorable tenure for Robbie Rocco at the Tigers during that 2018
Yes.
era.
And shout out to Grant Tenure as well.
Thanks. So Robbie Rocco coming in at 4.
Nice. All right, here we go. 05.
05. This one, very, very famous for not playing at the Tigers, but actually had a very good 1-year stint at the Tigers until was ruled out for the rest of his career with chronic knee pain. Scott Sattler.
Oh, yeah.
Scott Sattler signed with the Tigers straight after winning the comp and making that tackle.
Yep.
So he was one of the most famous names in rugby league due to his dad, obviously.
John.
And then had a fantastic career as at the Panthers as one of the greatest workhorses of the game. He signed straight at the back in career best form, then went on to be player of the tournament at the 2004 World Sevens, which the Tigers won.
Wow.
The Tigers won the
That's
World
right.
Sevens, and he was player of the tournament in a seven-a-side for an old fossil who was playing lock. They did run down one of the fastest wingers in the game.
That's
Todd
pretty
Berry.
remarkable.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So he was player of the tournament in the sevens, came into the 2004 season. Big Herbal World logo on the jersey.
Got to keep the sponsors happy.
This is when like Hodgson came to the club, Scott Prince came to the club, Scott Sattler came. So this is a big turnaround. This is post Radisson Main era.
Yep.
Where we were kind of turning things around, obviously, to become a juggernaut as we were for 1 year.
Yep.
He played 22 first grade games, primarily as starting lock forward. Captained the side in 8 matches, so former captain of the Tigers as well. That was when Darren Centre was unavailable. Obviously, Darren Centre played hooker. He then had a selfless retirement, 2005. Just one more year and he would have been a premiership winner. He chose to retire a year early in July 2004 so the club could use his salary to find a replacement rather than take the money while injured.
Who did they replace him with, I wonder, in the end, as a lock? We had Ben Galea kind of playing there.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe he's topped a few guys up.
maybe did Peyton come in 05? Or was he there in 04?
Might have been there in 04.
Yeah.
Maybe. But
Maybe
anyway.
maybe topped a few guys up because most of that forward pack in 05 was there in 04.
Yeah.
But yeah, very selfless. And like that little tenure at West will be very forgotten
Yep.
because of what he did at Penrith.
Yes, of course.
But winning player of the tournament at the sevens, winning the sevens, captaining the side for 8 games, playing 22 games, selflessly retiring and giving up his salary. Like kudos to Scott Sattler.
Absolutely.
A club legend, in my opinion. And also coming in at 05 in the top 05 alliterative names in the West Tigers history.
And again, this would be, massive achievement for both him and his family. Be right up there.
I know John would be proud.
John would be very proud.
John would be very proud. Quick of a shout out, a couple of on men's. Ben Black, 7 games in 2001.
Yep,
Went on
never
to
heard of
captain the Wagga brothers. He was a halfback. Shout out to Kieran Kerr, KK, played 3 games in 2004. Once ran into him at a party. His brother's of one of Aisha's, my wife's friend's husband's brother.
Wow.
Yep. So I actually ran into him and I was like, "Are you Kieran Kerr?" And he's like, "I am." You played 3 games for the Tigers in 2004, and I chewed his ear off the entire night. He was on it, about to head out the door on his way home, and I reckon I trapped him there for 6 hours. Almost part of the 05 squad. So shout out Kieran Kerr. Taniela Tuiaki, obviously,
course.
has appeared in too many top 05s, so didn't make the list.
Yep.
Deservedly so, mind you.
Yep.
Suaso Su.
Yep.
Actually,
Jesse to his mates.
Jesse to his mates, so wouldn't have made the list in his mates list, but
Yep.
to us, it's Suaso Su. Sean Spence, 9 games in 2013.
No.
No,
ring
went on
bell.
to be fan engagement and community manager. And then, of course, Moses Mbai,
Yep.
who now has a three times a year has a round named after him on this podcast.
He does.
And Mitchell Moses, the less said about him, the better.
Nice.
Would you like to hear your 5 signings for 2005? Your 05 signings?
Yes, please.
This would have been good.
Yeah, Ray Cashmere,
Nice.
Nice.
Kashmir Mafia.
Matt Jobson,
Yep.
Shannon McDonnell,
Yep, the winger.
and then we get into some bigger names here. Matthew Reek and Paul Fadawira.
Fadawira.
Ah, yes.
He's got the Panthers Premiers logo on one bicep and Tigers Premiers logo on the other.
Get around him.
Fatsy.
One of the greats.
Thanks for that, Matty. Way to trump my top 05. There you go, though.
Love it.
Alliterative names. A very, very storied career across a number of players there.
Yes.
And also unstoried careers across most of them.
Yeah, yes. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed that trip down memory lane and some lanes that I didn't remember at all. But nice to
What
get
do you
through.
call that if it's not a memory lane? Just a lane.
Just a lane.
Yeah.
A few
Shout out to Sean.
shout out to Sean Lane. He's been a bit quiet lately, hasn't he?
He retired.
He retired?
Yeah, he retired.
That's probably
Never
why.
really recovered after he got the lowest player rating in Rugby League Live, did he?
Would you?
No. Harsh. I thought he was.
You know what? I met Sean Lane. He's very, very intelligent. He,
okay.
I think he does psychology or behavioral science. He studies that at uni.
Yep.
And he's very, 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 very intelligent.
So his footy career won't define him.
No,
He'll
not at
go
all.
on to greater things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Very good. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed that top 05, mate. Well done. Good to take that little trip down memory and various other lanes. It's over to Raw Emotion now. ROAR is how it's spelt. Does this make sense? Because It's the noise the tiger makes, obviously, and it's the style of emotion we want on voice note straight after a game from our the fans of the show. My favourite part, really, we get to hear from all of the listeners out there on what their thoughts are on the state of play at the moment. Just trying to work out which way to kind of go through this. I might go to H. Heggers to kick off with. He's tried to find a little bit of positivity. Obviously, the Tigers, the men's team battling at the moment. But are there any other Tigers that are winning at the moment? And turns out you don't actually have to look too far. Over to H. Heggers.
Mort, Hammy, the Tigers might have lost today. But as a loyal fan base, I think sometimes we've just got to look beyond the NRL code and look at another Tigers performance that occurred over the weekend. You know, they defended their hearts out. You know, they played their game. They played the ball, not the man. And at the end of the day, they climbed the mountain and reached the peak. Who I'm talking about is the Bangladesh national cricket side. The Tigers.
Yes.
As a Tigers fans base, I think we've got to get around them here, guys. They pulled our pants down up in Darwin and really just showed us how to play cricket. And I think the Tigers NRL side can take a few hints from that Bangladeshi performance. So for me, that was my weekend. Few losses, but yet again, Tigers won in some code. So go to Tigs.
Yeah. Good perspective there, isn't it?
It's a fantastic way to view the world.
Yeah.
We are a Tigers podcast.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean we have to be a West Tigers podcast, does it? We
No,
can follow all types of tigers.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could even spit some facts about the animal itself
Yeah, that's right.
if we wanted to.
And maybe we will next week, depending on how that game's go. But shout out to Mominal and the team. Bangladesh got the chockies up there in Darwin. Did not see that coming.
Yeah, what happened, boys?
Well, they just outplayed us.
Yeah.
Some of our batting was dismal, particularly first innings.
I said to you guys, some of the shot selections and the movement of the feet was
Disgraceful.
deplorable.
And they have been playing a lot of Test cricket lately, but they are Bangladesh. Like we should have been beating them, but they've come off a couple of series they've played recently. Zimbabwe and someone else. I think Zimbabwe towed them up in one game, but they beat them in the other one.
The other one was Pakistan.
And Pakistan. So and they did win a couple of games against Pakistan. So but they're under strength. They're missing their two best bowlers. So
Well, our B team rolled them for what, 57 or something?
yep, they did. Not even our B team, the Cricket Australia 11. So anyway, off to Mackay next week.
Yep.
So hopefully the boys can bounce back.
And just shout out to Lucas Harrington as well, Socceroos back, who's signed with Hull City Tigers in the Premier League. So we'll be paying close attention to their season as well, I'm sure. And, of course, the Cincinnati Bengals.
And yeah, that's right.
Even
and
though you are Rami Goodman, but...
His words, go Tigers. So check the tapes. All right, over to Jack Wilson now, who was pretty happy with the performance of the NRLW team. Jack, let me find Jack. Just pad for me for a
Yeah, I
moment.
can pad, yep. Something that the Australian cricket team can't do is just pad up and, have a bit of patience.
Nice. Beautifully played.
Some
Beautifully.
very, very sloppy bat dangling going on.
Yeah. All right, Jack Wilson, over to you.
Raw emotion. Can we just be honest for 1 second?
Yep.
How good are the West Tigers girls?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Freaking incredible. They're going to win the comp.
Yep.
Fuck the Roosters and the Bronx. They don't
Yep.
exist. They're going to win the comp. Tigers are going to win the comp. I'm telling you now, they're going to win the comp.
I love that positivity and not getting carried away too early, which I like as well.
Which we don't do.
We don't do that.
We
here.
don't do that after a 5-2 start to the season.
No, we don't.
We don't walk into the office and say we're going to make the 8 this year and put bets on with a bunch of different people that
No.
the Tigers will definitely make the 8.
Yeah, and so we're going to do 75 hards and jump on a heap of podcasts
We
and
don't
shows
do
and
that.
carry on. Not this show.
Not our go.
No, that's look elsewhere. Thanks for your thoughts, Jack. And yes, let's get around the girls. They're going fantastically at the moment. Toby King, the inventor of marinating emotion.
Yep.
He sent one through on Saturday ahead of the game.
Nice.
What's up, guys? Nice, quick Matt raw-nating emotion here. Tigers are going to win. They're going to absolutely wipe the floor with the Dargons. It's going to be an easy watch. Go Tigers. Claws out, baby.
What time did that come through?
5:16 p.m. on Saturday. And there was another one yesterday at 5:55 p.m. on Sunday.
Guess I was wrong. I have no idea what to say because I'm trying not to swear and carry on, but I'm very upset about the game. And, yeah, I don't know. Fuck the Dragons.
Yeah.
Can't argue with
Something
that.
really
I'm
funny.
not going to swear and carry on, he says.
Yeah.
He can't help
Then
himself.
proceeds to swear.
There's nothing funnier than like pre-game voice notes. I reckon.
Yeah, I think this is a good trend.
Yeah.
I like where this is
Toby
headed.
King really leading something here, which I'm enjoying.
And you know what? That's the type of things that gets you closer to discussions around immortality.
Certainly
So,
does.
Well done, Toby.
It certainly does. Over to Aaron Mollica. He's got a couple of positives he wants to draw on.
Love that. I love positives.
Some positives from that game. I got the function room because there was no other people that wanted to watch the game. The beat was strong. Oh my God, it was so good. And Broncos might get the wooden spoon. So, how good?
Yep, agree.
Boys, next year is our year, definitely.
Mm.
And I'll see you boys in Vegas.
Yep.
Love it, Aaron. Love it.
You got any spare tickets there, Aaron?
Yeah, hook us up.
You got a private jet or anything like that?
And if not, at least you can hook us up with the function room, which is great news. So not all bad.
We could theme it up, Vegas. Bring in like a Siegfried and Roy. Which function room?
Didn't say.
We don't know.
No,
Okay.
didn't say. But
Sounds good though.
whichever one it was.
Yep.
Sounds
Sounds like it functions well.
Yes. Looking forward to getting a look at that function room. All right. I'm just weighing up which ones we're going to go with here. We've kind of covered off on Macassini in Cup. Kenan Wallace was pretty happy with his performance in Cup.
I also just want to play a quick one that came through last week just after we finished
yes.
recording from friend of the show and friend of mine since primary school, Sam Carriage.
Yeah.
I just want to dispel a rumour that he's starting to try and spread.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, g'day, gents. Long time real listener, first time caller. This is a question for Elliot, personally. I don't know if this has ever come up before, but Big Fella was actually a Bears fan growing up.
Oh.
This is a message from the deep, a.k.a. Cabsy89, a.k.a. The Mule, a.k.a. Curry Boy Aladilla. And, yeah, just wondering, now that the Bears are going to come back into the competition and the Tigers, with the greatest of respect, a full poo lad, is he going to revert back to the Bears or stay true with the Tig Pies? Shout out to you boys. Take it easy.
Wow. Savage rumour that.
Savage rumour. Now, I was seen at North Sydney Oval
Yep.
watching the Bears. The Magpies were playing.
Yep. Arousing suspicion.
Now, I did take my daughter down to meet the Bears mascot. She was very thrilled to be doing that. I don't know if she's met Timmy the Tiger or Tina the Tiger yet. So I can see why the rumours are swirling.
Yeah.
But rest
People are
assured,
talking.
Hammy,
Yeah.
rest assured,
Good.
I am all in on the Tigers.
Good.
Hull City, Cincinnati,
Yep.
Detroit,
All of the above.
Bangladesh.
No.
Sign me up. I'm a Tiger for life, and you know that, surely.
Oh, good, good.
You know that,
I was
don't
a
you?
bit concerned. We were going to change to become a Perth Bears podcast next year, but good to hear that we won't have to.
Maybe we could do another episode.
Don't know about that, but yeah, good to get a bit of clarity on that savage rumor.
Yeah.
And thanks, Sam, for bringing it to our attention because it's good to get that kind of transparency through on the podcast.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, like, let you know, because I could sense that you were kind of
Yeah.
feeling I was getting pulled away to the pull of the Perth Bears.
Yeah. I was about to book in with James Rassity
Yes.
to
I might have to.
book my first appointment.
Well, James, if you want to buy some ad space on the podcast,
Hit us up.
Hit us up.
You
We
kind of
can-
just got some, but you know,
you kind of just
for
got something for free. If you want to put a sticker on Hammy's
We've made that
laptop,
mistake before by giving Waka Noodles too much airtime without getting any cash.
Sales
for
went
it.
through the roof. They got too busy.
Really busy time of year. Apparently, still been a busy time for the last 6 months. If you can
I even
believe
sent him
that.
the side eyes emoji, like, hello. Nothing.
Outrageous.
Nothing. Fair to say that we are not Waka Noodles enthusiasts at this
At
point
the
in time.
moment.
But then we got the
Not that can't change.
we got the whole off season to get them on board.
Yeah.
We're
We can bring back the Waka Noodle sleeve sponsorship on whatever our shirt is for next year.
That's
as
a
well.
great idea.
Yeah. Over to you, Waka.
Over to you, Waka.
It'll cost you.
All right. Speaking of commercial enterprises, let's go to an ad break.
Love it.
And then,
Good shout.
We'll wrap up after that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, during the ad break, a package actually came in.
Yeah. What did you
One
get?
World Courier, was it? They got you
Yeah,
that?
One World Courier.
Nice.
And the good thing about it was we actually, for the bloke show, we desperately needed this to come early before 9:30 a.m. today. Like desperately, like
Yep.
contractually we needed it to come.
Right.
And it's currently 8:22 a.m. and they delivered it.
What?
Shout out to Paul and the team.
How crazy is that?
That's unreal.
Yep.
That's what we call delivery of the week.
It is. Your Pauls, your Bobby Lees,
Yep.
and your Solomone Saukurus of the world.
Yep. Double delivery of the week. Now, this week we'll be at Twalian Stadium. Now, Alex Twal was pulled out due to illness, apparently.
Yeah.
I
Must have
don't
been
know
ill.
what kind of illness would knock that bloke down to not play. I
Yeah.
feel like he's played through like broken legs. and
Dodgy
whatnot.
Snickers out of a vending machine, maybe. Not one of his, though.
Not one of his.
Because he stocks them thoroughly, regularly, and all of the products are not past their use budget. Just want to make that clear.
Another ad for Alex Twal's vending machine company.
Yeah.
We are rank outsiders.
Yep. Jordan Rankin.
Jordan Rankin outsiders, as you probably would expect. Looking at the last 5, Roosters have 5 W's next to their name. The Tigers have 5 L's next to their
05
name.
in the
05. My apologies. Tigers 13 plus. If you want a bit of value there, is $16.
Unders.
Now you got them 13 plus against the Warriors earlier this year at 15.
Yeah, I was a bit more confident on that one. But yeah, hopefully they can do it again.
Will you be at that game? No. You've got
Potentially first half, but it's always just such a grind having to watch games like that.
Yep.
Yeah, just I'll have to get to work after, but I'd love to be able to get there and get the first bit in, but can't make any promises at this point. You?
I'll be in Canberra this weekend, funnily enough. When is the Raiders game? I might go there just drenched in Raiders gear,
Yeah,
Friday, 6 p.m.
trying to get
Friday,
the
6 p.m.
Broncos
Oh, yeah.
to the spoon.
that'd be good.
Yeah, AI Broncos. I'll try and make it back for sure. Again, an away game, so we don't get looked after that well, do we?
No, we don't, sadly.
No, which is unfortunate.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough matchup. Will be interesting to see what Benji does with the team. I think he gives someone a crack. Maybe you're right. Maybe off the bench for a quick spell.
Yep.
Uh,
Benji Marshall.
Benchy Marshall
As the case may be.
utilises his bench well.
Yep.
Well, yeah, it's going to be very tough. But last year, I don't know if you remember, we were up by about 18 with 15 minutes to go.
Yeah.
We won by 2. But we put on an absolutely stellar performance at Allianz Stadium.
Yep.
Should be one of our home grounds, I
Allianz.
would argue. Well, I think we repeat that, and I think we hold that lead. I think Alliteratively Fainu has another blinder, coming back from 3 weeks off, doing good stuff with Maccas as well. I don't know if you saw them tasting the McCafe beverages on
I did not.
Wests Tigers Instagram. Him, KPP, and someone else that's injured. I think we absolutely towel them.
Yep.
And draw inspiration from our Hello Sport shirts that we've got on at the moment. The Tigers 13 plus.
I got to go 13 plus. I have to be honest. I'm struggling to spin this one 13 plus as much as some of the other games so far this year.
Yep.
You speak of repeating the dose last year. We had an 18-point lead. It got whittled down to 2 points, but we still got the W. I'm just going to have to adjust this week. I think we still smash them, but we just get home 1-12 this week. I'm just being a bit more modest. They are the top of the ladder. They're probably the form team of the comp. That in mind, I'm going to have to take us 1-12 this week.
Right, so you're going 1-12. I'm going 13 plus. Where is Matty going to land?
Yeah.
Because he's impartial. You got to remember that.
Absolutely.
He's not a
And
Tigers
he hates
fan.
the Roosters.
Yeah, so I'm actually not impartial this week.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so I'm gonna my
And we're
bias.
playing at your home ground.
We're
too,
playing
so
at our
that's-
home ground. I'm actually a sniff of going, which is funny enough, just because it's at Allianz and I love going there and I can go with members. But I will say, let me think about this. Tigers 13 plus.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, well, love the positivity. The beauty of it is one of us will be right because we'll definitely win. So looking forward to that on
Where'd you?
Monday. We are very...
I just wanted to point out last week that I said draw, and it was very close.
Yeah.
It was very close.
Apart from a slight Dewey miss kick. And you said golden point for the Eels game too, and that was almost
Yeah.
golden point.
Yeah, we were all wrong. So good stuff.
Close, but no sugar.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, well,
ode to
hopefully,
John.
a win this week, obviously, that'll lock up a top 16 finish.
Yep.
And that's what we're here for.
That's right.
So on that note,
But also, just before we do, plenty more exciting stuff to come from the Win, Learn or Draw boys this year. Talking to the Wests Tigers, still have a lot to do this year. So still 3 more episodes to come. you know, we're going to do some more exciting stuff throughout the year. So hang in there.
Hang in there, baby.
Hang in there, baby.
Yep.
Positive or not, that cat is long dead.
Well, it depends if you look in the box or not.
Top 16.
Here we come. Oh, no.
One of your better finishes of that one.